Yeah, thanks ever so much. I mean, first off, commiserations. How disappointed are you with that result?
Yeah, of course, naturally. Disappointing evening for us. We, I don't think our performance was as good as it can be, as it has been. A little bit below par, I would say. Poor goal to concede, and then that makes it difficult against a team that's defending. And we didn't really have enough quality, I would say, in the final third, maybe to create as good a chance as we needed to. At the same time, I probably felt we deserved a goal overall, but it wasn't to be. And disappointed with the result.
You're pretty comfortable in the table, but you haven't scored in your last 3 games. How much of a concern is that for you?
Well, I think you go through periods like that. We've played Chelsea, we've played Everton, and now tonight's disappointing. It's something we have to improve naturally, because you need to score to win football matches, and that's what we have to do come Saturday. But at the same time, in the last 5 or 6 games, I think we've had 1 defeat. We've had a couple of wins, a couple of draws. We've lost narrowly to Manchester United. So, in the perspective of what we've been on recently, it's it is what it is. We have to just deal with it.
And something, aside from the game, it's been announced today that there's going to be a social media boycott next weekend. And just asking managers and players their views on it. What's Brighton's take?
Yeah, I think it's a great step. Fantastic that it's a unified one, that everybody's together. I think we're making a point that in this day and age, it's not acceptable that discrimination is there on the social media platforms, and they have to do a little bit more. They have to do more. They have to take more responsibility, because it's not right. It shouldn't happen, and it's again just to show that football together can make a difference.
Thanks ever so much. Appreciate that. Cheers.
Thanks, Rebecca. Andy Naylor next, but just before we do, we will do a section for Mondays when we've done all the initial stuff. So, Andy, if you want to go next.
Okay. Good evening, Graham.
Hi, Andy.
We've spoken about this before, but I'm scratching my head. Your record against the teams below you, no win in 8 games against the sides below. And yet we're talking about, off the back of a 0-0 draw at Chelsea, you take 4 points off Liverpool, you've beaten Spurs.
Yeah.
Any idea what's going on there?
Well, it just shows how tough and competitive the league is, I would say. And it shows that we're doing some things right, because clearly we're getting points somewhere, but we need to improve against the teams that are round us or at the bottom, whatever you want to say. We have the potential to do better, but at the moment we haven't been this season for different reasons, and you can't deny that. That's the reality. But that's something we have to try to do better at. But tonight we weren't. I would say our performance level wasn't as good as it has been, and if it's not, and it's not your day, then you can lose a football match in the Premier League. We're not that good to be able to not play well and get the points.
Is it fair to say it seems to be more of a struggle when you're up against a team that is, Sheffield United weren't necessarily sitting deep first half, but the second half it became that, didn't it? And quite a few of those games, when you look back and think, they were that kind of pattern. That's when you seem to struggle a bit to break that down.
Yeah, but I think that's part of football, Andy. Like Liverpool will have the same challenges. Manchester City will have the same challenges. Manchester United, I think Sheffield United beat Manchester United. So it's possible. It's football. If you don't score or you don't play so well, you go behind in the game, and you have to break the team down that defends with lots of players and with bodies. It can happen. Like I said, we're not some super team. We're a team that's trying to develop and get better, and we've made some steps, but we're still got some more to do. Clearly.
Thank you. Thanks, Graham.
Thanks, Andy. Brian, do you need to ask a question? Brian Owen.
Yes, please. But this would be. I was hoping for Mondays.
Okay, I'll come back to you then. Richie
Thanks.
Mills.
Thanks.
Richie, you there?
Yeah. Hi, Graham.
Hi, Richie.
Hi. Did you think that you missed the quality of Ben White tonight, or was it more just a collective thing of where the players maybe weren't at their best?
Yeah, I think it's, of course you're going to miss Ben because he's a good player, but I think collectively we weren't at our best, and we weren't. I don't think we were terrible, and I think we have to credit the opponent as well because they pressed aggressively and they were they had a good game plan, and we weren't able to find the spaces and as well as we would like to, but. I said once you go a goal down, it becomes more difficult as well, and we couldn't find the bit of quality or the decision in the final third that we needed to really create a real clear chance.
And final one from me, just on a more positive note, it must have been great for Jose Izquierdo to get his first start in, I think, 2 years after a really, really difficult time with knee injuries.
Yeah, I mean, we thought just to have Jose on wide to use his quality. Obviously, he's had a terrible time with injuries, so yeah, nice for him to be on the pitch.
Thank you.
Thanks, Richie. Darren Harrod. Sorry.
Almost Darren Brown. Yeah.
Been a long day.
Yeah. Hi, Graham. Ali Jahanbakhsh, he really seemed to play as though he had a point to prove when he came on. What did you make of his performance? He hasn't had many chances lately.
No, and he's been patiently waiting and fighting for the team, training well. So I thought he showed some good qualities when he came on. Which is what you hope from your substitutes, because that's the role. Sometimes it's to be disappointed that you're not in the start 11, but be ready to help the team. And I thought he came on with that good attitude.
Yeah, and just it was a chance to go 10 points clear tonight. How disappointing are the players that they haven't? Because a win would pretty much have not guaranteed, but it had been a big step towards safety. How disappointed are the players that they couldn't do that tonight?
Yeah, we're disappointed. It's normal after a game of football and you've lost and that maybe haven't done as well as you'd like. You're disappointed, but we need to keep fighting. It's as simple as that. Make sure at the end of the season we reach our objectives. We take a stock of everything, but until then we just keep fighting for every point. Focus on the next match. That's what we have to do. There's lots of talk, of course, about league tables and what this means and that means, but just focus on the game. Try to recover from this one, and then go again for the weekend.
Cheers, Graham.
Cheers.
Thanks, Darren. Paul Rowan. Paul, is this for Mondays or?
No, Sunday.
Okay, go for it.
Quick one. Graham, the players came out quite early for the second half, leading to some speculation that you might have given them a rocket and then sent them out early. It doesn't quite seem your style. Can you let us know if that's what actually happened? Did you have some short, sharp words? And no.
No, we spoke at half time about how we could change things a little bit, and I think we agree we can be better. We can do things a little bit quicker. That we started well. We nicked the ball off them from the start and had a chance with Adam. I think a shot with Adam. The effort of the players was there. There's no complaints from my perspective with that. They tried. It's just tonight we weren't at our level. We weren't probably as good as we'd like to be. And even though we weren't, I don't think we were totally bad. We just weren't as good as we can be. And then when that happens in the Premier League, no matter what the situation is, you know that you've got a chance that you might not win.
So it wasn't complacency at all, in your opinion?
No, I don't think it was. I think the players they're trying the best. They want to try and play like we've been playing. There was nothing. I didn't get that sense. I think it's a tough game against an opponent that's got nothing to lose. That have picked up results in this league, although not as many as they would like, of course, because that's ended up them relegated. but still, when they're fighting for their careers, they're fighting for their, their livelihoods, etc. Then their futures. It's never straightforward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to some Mondays then.